Hello, friends. Um, I was gonna talk about something, but my spirit has led me to something else. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, how fools live. Through desire, a man, having separated himself, seeks and intermeddles with all wisdom. A fool has no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. When the wicked comes, then comes also contempt, and with ignominy reproach. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. Wow. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook or a flowing river. This takes me back to the power of the tongue. When you let wisdom, when you let the Lord speak through you, you can be a river of flowing water. You can bring life to people. But you choose what to do. You choose what to use your mouth for. And the words that come out of our mouths, they are as deep waters. When you're in deep water, you really feel it. It pounds at your head. You feel that pressure in your ears. It can explode you. It can destroy you. It is a place a soul gets lost. It is a place, if not careful, a man never returns. And how are we using our words? How are we using our words? Are we hurting people each and every day? Are we speaking life? Is it not good to accept the person of the wicked? It is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calls for strokes. That's a funny one. When a fool speaks, every single time he's contending, he wants to prove a point. Every single time. And when he speaks, he's really asking for it. Those are the strokes. A fool's mouth is his distraction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. Lord have mercy. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down in the most inner parts of the belly. Talebearers, people who have lots of stories, people who talk too much, because you see, when someone talks too much, then lies start coming out of, because they have no control over their mouth, and they end up speaking, they end up gossiping, they end up speaking about everyone around them. And one thing I learned about gossipers and people that rumor around, I learned that if they can talk about someone else in your presence, that means they can also talk about you in someone else's presence. Why do you keep such friends? Why do you keep such people around you? He also that is slothful in his work is brother to him that is a great waster. So someone that is slothful, very slow at their work, someone lazy, is a brother to a great waster. That is so sad. That you don't do your things in time, you do not give things, you never commit to do something. You are as equal as someone who wastes. And this reminds me of the parable of the talents, when Christ gave people these talents, different talents. And the guy who was given the least, he said, Lord, I knew that you're the kind that you're a master that reaps where you have not sown. So I just kept your talent in the ground. And when Christ returned, he told him, at least you should have put the money in the bank. It could have, birthed an interest, but you are useless. And he threw him out. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runs into it and is safe. Glory be to God. Glory be to God. The rich man's wealth is his strong city, and as a high wall in his own conceit. Wow, the rich man's wealth is his strong city, and as a high wall in his own conceit. So a rich man's wealth is everything to him. It's his place of protection, it's his protection, it's his life, it's his health, it's his everything. It takes you back to the young man that Christ tested and told the young rich man that Christ told, hey, if you want to be perfect, go and sell all your riches and to the poor and follow me. But the guy, he just got sorrowful and walked away because it was so hard for him to give up in the things he trusted. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. Wow. This is deep if you really think about it. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. Wow. That a haughty heart will lead you to destruction, and humility will lead you to honor. This is amazing. He that answers a matter before he hears it, it is folly and shame unto him. Wow, this is very profound. That sometimes people perceive a statement wrong, people perceive something wrong because they haven't really listened entirely. They rush to conclude, they rush to answer. And that is very, very true. I see that around, in life every day. That sometimes someone means well, they mean something else, but someone perceives it wrong, and the spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? Guys, I'm reading through these things and I feel like tearing up because this is pure truth that I'm reading right now. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? A wounded spirit is a spirit that commits suicide because the spirit is wounded. If you are not yet there, thank God. But many people have gone to that place. The spirits have been wounded. People who are depressed. People that have been raped, men and women. Men that have been sodomized. Women that have been hurt, molested as children. That is a broken spirit. Who can bear? So there are certain things you should look at in life and know that you're not dealing with just a simple problem. It is a broken spirit. And only God can heal such a spirit. Because the 51st Psalm says, hey, a broken and contrite heart, O Lord, you do not despise. The sacrifices of the Lord are a broken heart. That is the only place that a broken spirit can go. What breaks a spirit? So many things. Disease. Words can break. I'm telling you. I don't know if you've met someone broken or if you've been broken before. Sometimes I can recognize a broken person and I'm like, Lord, where do I even start? This is nothing that any man has power over. So people have gone to therapists and therapists couldn't redeem them, Let's not seek places that cannot bear our broken spirits, because God, Christ Jesus, is the only one. The heart of the prudent gets knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. This is very true. This is very true. The heart of the prudent gets knowledge. I can really attest to this. If you humble yourself to learn and don't exalt yourself, you will learn. You will acquire knowledge that no one else has. You won't be like these people who are deceived, believing any doctrine they come across. You do not despise other Christians. You know that each and every one of us is weak, and we're just working to be better, But there are people. I want you to look at people's character. I'll give you an example. It's people that read these strange doctrines and strange sermons and teachings. Now, like about the book of Enoch. I don't know why I'm talking about that so much lately. Maybe someone on this channel, God is pushing them to leave that kind of doctrine. These doctrines are these teachings about the fall of man, how people who believe that the fall of man, that Cain is the son of Satan and all that, that Satan and Eve got into it, very, very foolish doctrines. But what a prudent man does, they go read the Bible and they accept that they know nothing, and they'll find all truth in there. It's what I've been doing in the previous videos, sharing with you guys. And I hope that it opens you up to understand. The heart of the prudent gets knowledge. The heart of the wise seeks knowledge. Wow, this is amazing. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. That is very true. That is very true. And gifts. A gift could be wisdom. Your gift could be, you know what gifts are. And the fact is, when you have a gift, you have something that not so many people have. So everyone will be fascinated by what you have anyway. I do understand gifts far different, as many do. He that is first in his own cause seems just. But his neighbor comes and searches him. This is amazing. He that is first in his own cause seems just, but his neighbor comes and searches him. Well, the thing is, the first person to report a case is not the right one. There's two sides of a coin. The lot causes contentions to cease and parts between the mighty. When you vote over a matter, you finish it. But it divides. But it parts between the mighty. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and their contentions are like the bars of a castle. This is very true. When you have been so good to someone and they come and hurt you, you can forgive them, but they have to work their way back up to earn your trust, to earn that place they were in. Many times people talk about forgiveness, and to forgive someone is not just carelessly bringing them back to the same position. They have to earn your trust. It is true you can forgive them because, if they need your help genuinely, you have to help them. But they have to earn your trust. Do not be the kind that lets your guard down and just let people into your lives again, and they hurt you several times, and you're this Christian that doesn't understand the Bible, because even God is not like that. He's so loving. None of us has his love, a love like his, but you have to prove to him that you are serious. Then he brings you back. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. This is a very interesting one. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. So use your mouth to be fruitful, to bring fruit to your belly. The more you're fruitful with your mouth, the more things will be right with you, the more things you'll be provided for, the more you'll be, because people give people work that encourage them, that uplift them, that praise them, that do what, but it's so much deeper than that. I believe this is a very wide and powerful statement that if you sit down to decipher, to go how deep it really is, it applies in so many instances. Sorry about that. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Wow. Those that love the tongue, they will eat the fruit thereof. Well, the fruit could be life, it could be death. So, what does your tongue? What fruit? What fruits come out of your tongue? Do you attack other Christians? Do you attack other people? Do you attack other religions? Do you attack other entities? Are you that kind of person that you just never want peace? You always want to prove a point, regardless of who you have hurt. You will receive the fruit, whether it's life or death, and it will be deserving. Whosoever finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor of the Lord. That is very true. That is very true. I won't explain that, but those who know, they know. The poor uses entreaties, but the rich answers roughly. This is very true. A poor man will always come and like, hello, hi, Mr. Good Sir, how is everything? They'll call you all the good night, all the good and nice things, on top of or saying Mr. or Sir, or they'll add some other words, and you're like, oh, what is this person trying to get to? Hello, Mr. Good Sir. Who's a Mr. Good Sir? A very strange statement, but that's how they always speak, because they want to impress, they want to tickle you, they want to they have these seductive words, and they always want to get into someone's zone. They worship you, they treat you with, how it works. But the rich, they're always rough. They answer roughly. Like, shut up. What will you do? Who will save you? Leave. Get back to your station. You know how your bosses speak to you. A man that has friends must show himself friendly. And there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. That is very true. A man that has friends must show himself friendly. And there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. Interesting. I wish I had such friends. Ever since I became a Christian, I see everyone as a brother. I only have Christ as a friend. I haven't had that kind of friend that I've had friends who are okay. Maybe I've not availed myself, but I'm a kind that guards my heart, and I don't like judging people, so I don't take things to heart, I can sit down and listen to you if it means it's the whole day. I'll try my best to be there for you. But I never really want to take from people. That's who I am. I think it's not hard for me to make friends. I easily make friends, but I don't have very close friends, Yeah, so that is Genesis. That is Proverbs chapter 18. How fools live. It is very interesting. I'm going to share something about the book of Genesis in the next video, and Hezekiah. God bless you.